Welcome back. 24-day hiatus. We've been busy and getting busy. But yeah, we're back. End Zone Panel, episode 14. Mock draft coming to you. Me and Shane, duo pod. Preston didn't pick up his phone like a chud, but we're back.
Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy to be back. I'm sure most of you know, we are in college, so we've had midterms last 2 weeks. Some of
Both
us went away
happens.
as well during break, but we're back now. We're excited to be pumping out the content. From our last pod, not much has happened because now it's kind of that dead period where free agency is over. Is It's not over, it's still open, but none of the signings are gonna like move a needle for a team necessarily. And it's kind of just the wait to the draft. You're starting to hear some draft rumors. So now, first point I want to make, and Aiden can agree with me on this, is not every report you see, this is a known thing, but some people I don't think understand. Not every report you see about a team liking a player is true. It's like there will be a report coming out saying, "Oh, the Jets." Mark my word. If it hasn't already, there's going to be Schefter saying Ty Simpson's not out of the ruling at pick number two. That the reports are going to come out because keep in mind there are a lot of people that have a lot of connections. A lot of agents are agents for other players on certain teams. Like these things that come out, they're not always true. So I want to make that a point. Like right now, we were getting from the Jets, like Kenyon Sadiq could be in play at pick 16, and all that. It's all like a lot of the stuff going on now is smoke. So if you want to correctly predict, and this is in my opinion, Aiden, I want your take on this too. If you want to correctly try to predict, um, like a team's draft pick, I think you should look at about January, February, like what you kind of heard around them. Not not anything now. Now it's all smoke, teams trying to disguise what they want to do.
He's not wrong. I mean, we talk about this all the time. I send Shane about four mock drafts a day on Instagram. Oh, Ty Simpson number two, David Bailey number two, fucking I don't even know who was at number two. Oh, fucking Jeremiah Love got mocked at two.
Oh man.
But yeah, there's a lot of smokescreen. A lot of teams send reporters out to like fake false info, like like don't be surprised if like Jordan Tyson jumps Cornell Tate. Don't be surprised if Kenyon Sadiq goes in the top 10. Don't be surprised if like uh Fernando Mendoza falls. It's not gonna happen. It's just smoke screen so other teams get drawn off these players. So people either fall and get taken early, so the people that they really want to fall happens. So
Hmm.
obviously nothing's set in stone until April 24th or April 21st when the first pick is called.
Hmm.
But we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a mock draft. I'm gonna be sharing my screen here. I'm not gonna change pick
Hey, do
one
you want to do
because
2 rounds?
I already did one, but I'll change it to two.
Yeah, let's do two just because we both have um there's some premium guys that we think could fall.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. New beginning. Um,
New
in other
beginning.
news, Tiger Woods arrested.
Yeah.
Shocker. And
He's
DUI. Let's go. Like, oh, come on. He was in a golf. He's in the new golfing thing. You seen that shit? The new golfing indoors thing.
Yeah, I watched one of them and yeah, I couldn't gather the faith to finish watching it.
I don't know, man. I think that I don't care about a lot of stuff. We'll see. Everything is gonna obviously work out for him, but so we're gonna do this. We're gonna. I'm not changing pick one. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna entertain anything. There's nothing to say there. That's the
All right.
obvious one.
So, Jets at number two, Aiden. Do we want to make this a predictive mock draft, or
I want you to go with. I
do we
want you to
want
go.
to like kind of
I want you to go with who you think.
okay predictive? I'd say the betting favorite right now understandably, is Arvel Reese.
Okay.
I've taken him in just about every mock draft. But I think he's the pick. Once again, 20 years old, Ohio State, played off ball linebacker. When he pass rushed, he was very good. Um, you're just looking for his skills to his pass rush skills and his bag to develop at the next level. So I take Arvel Reese.
Now there is smokescreen with this kid. I've had my hatred on David Bailey. I don't like him at all, just because of Tyree
I
Wilson.
don't
I
know
mean,
why.
I just don't like Texas Tech edges. You know why? Smokescreen. I don't know. But three, this is where it's freaky. You get Jeremiah Love at three, being mocked all the way up at three. You get David Bailey here. You have Ruben Bain. You have Sonny Styles. You know, Ruben Bain, in my opinion, he is going to
Gower?
slip. Malgawa is. We've had Malgawa go here a lot, and it seems like
I know. I just think
there's the people mocking Jeremiah Love at three is I don't think it's gonna happen. One, because they also just re-signed James Conner. They still have Trey Benson. I think it's more of a position of want rather than a position of need. And for this team to be going in the right direction, they need a position of need rather than a position of want. Which sometimes it lines up. Like you can't go wrong in this situation with like a David Bailey, a Sonny Styles, a Malgoa, a Ruben Bain, even a Caleb Downs. But again, nothing's set in stone until draft night. But for them, I think the cornerstone, if you want to get everything moving in the right direction, it's I think you're gonna I don't know. I think Sonny Styles might be in play. You get a quarterback of the defense. You get to have your set in stone linebacker for the next 8 to 10 years to come. I mean, what do you want? What do you think?
yeah, Sonny Styles. I would not be shocked if he goes here. If we're judging based off pure talent, traits, size, he's right up there with everyone in this class. Him and his running mate Arvel Reese, they're they may be the two best football players in this class, which is crazy because they came from the same school that didn't even make the championship. Um, but I think here, if we're doing purely predictive, I would say Maui Gawa. But for this mock draft, I want Sonny Styles to go here.
Yeah, I think, but they also drafted. The only reason why I don't know if they're gonna go Malgao is because they also drafted. Who was the pick 2 years ago? That offensive lineman, Paris Johnson Jr. That's who it was, and he's been solid. So maybe they don't really. They do
Keep
need
up that,
obviously
keep up
offensive.
that O
They
line. You want to have a good line for
yeah.
when they get their quarterback of the future, so that way he's not getting killed.
So we talked about the
I
Tennessee
know
Titans
who I
drafting
want
edge
here.
rusher. You want David Bailey,
No,
Ruben
here,
Bain.
Jeremiah Love.
Okay. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, because they did get Jermaine
It's
Johnson. Okay.
happening. I'm telling you, mark my word, Jeremiah Love is going to the Titans.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't blame me. I'm gonna. So with this is that there are many screens going on. You've seen Jeremiah Love here, which makes really not a lot of sense. I mean, yes, Scat's not a running back one. We've been over this, but they have Tyrone Tracy. They already have that kind of 1, 2 headed backfield. So I think that even if Jeremiah Love does fall, he's not going here. I think that's a safe bet. But there's been a lot of smoke screen like, oh, Ruben Bain's going to be here, David Bailey's going to be here. I think they just stick and pick Caleb Downs, who was arguably going to be probably one of the best people to come out of this draft. Caleb Downs is going to be the leader of this defense for the next, I don't know, maybe 12 years. Safeties tend to really last a pretty long time, you know. But I could see if David Bailey comes and falls here, I could see that as well. Actually, no, I can't. They have like 5 edge rushers. What
Nah,
am I
I
talking
was
about?
gonna say they're not taking David Bailey.
I think
I
Caleb
think
Downs is.
here
They
it's
might
it
trade out.
really it depends. Well, no, I think if they're sticking and picking, which is in all realness is going to happen because there's not a guy that teams are going to want to give up crazy assets for at this point. I think if they're sticking and picking, Caleb Downs would be the pick because there are reports that came out. This was a while ago, and it's very true. I listened to a lot of analysis and stuff, and they all say it. Some teams don't view Francis Mauigawa as a tackle. Some teams view him as a guard, and you are not taking a guard in the top 10 of the draft.
I mean, the Patriots did it last year.
Yeah, but at least Will Campbell was a tackle. At least they played him at tackle. I'm sorry. I think he should be a guard, but
Everyone thinks she had moved to guard.
well,
Oh
I think they need to hire a damn O line coach because that whole O line kind of didn't look too good.
no, it did not. So we're sticking and picking Caleb Downs. There is a world where they trade down. There is a world. There's a world where everyone trades down. But
I don't think so. I just don't I don't see a team moving up. Maybe Cincinnati, but they're not
honestly, like maybe New Orleans. There's a chance
four,
if Jeremiah Love is still there. Maybe the
but he's not.
Commanders.
But he's
No,
not.
yeah, obviously. But with the Browns now, I think this is where Mr. Malgao goes. You need or Carnell Tate. I just don't think they need another edge rusher. I mean, obviously edge rusher, but they have Myles Garrett. Yeah, that's not really a problem there. They could switch to a 3-4. They could do a lot, which they might.
I
But
would go Mamigawa here.
yeah, I feel like you need to protect. Perfect time, man. Fuck,
All
crap.
right, I think now teams are going to start getting on the phone. We're not going to do any trades, and we'll do a few maybe towards the back of the first.
Yeah.
But right here, if I'm the Washington Commanders and I see David Bailey, I'm jumping on that because their edges the last few years really have not been very good.
Fair
they need to get home to the quarterback in order for Dan Quinn's defense to work. Dan Quinn his seat may be a little warm. I don't think he should be on the hot seat. I think with Dan Quinn, realistically what your limits are. Um, but I think Bailey is the pick if he's on the board there. I don't think that's a guy. It's that the Commanders could afford passing on.
Now we're on to the Saints, right? We're gonna. This is this could be a lot because the Saints have a lot of holes. Obviously, they have a quarterback. Obviously, they have Olave. Big name free agency. Demario Davis is gone. Cam Jordan's not returning. So this could be a Ruben Bain. They could pair Carnell Tate with Olave. They could get Mansour Delane. They could also get Monroe Fielding. But I think if they see Ruben Bain here, they try to, replace a Cam Jordan.
Yeah, I see Mansour Delane being the pick
Yeah,
personally.
fair enough. Yeah, I was gonna. It's either
Because
him or
I
Delane.
just
Yeah.
I already know what's going to happen. It's Ruben Bain is going to fall to the Kansas City Chiefs here. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to take him, and he watch Ruben Bain be like a Hall of Famer, and everyone's like, oh, he's the most overthought pick in history.
I don't want that to happen.
City's a dynasty again, which no one wants, but it's gonna
No one
happen.
wants that to happen. Now you're the. Now you're the. This could be a trade down. This is. I don't know because they don't need a receiver. This is the
Yeah, they
receiver that
do.
they.
Yeah, they
What
do.
the Bengals?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was Miami. Sorry.
No, the Bengals don't need receiver. They do need offensive line, but honestly, they kind of need defense more than anything. But I could see them sticking and picking Monroe Fielding, who people do have listed as the number one tackle in the draft because Malgoa is going to get switched to guard. This could happen, but in my personal opinion, I think they trade down a couple picks, maybe to like I don't know. I think the Jets
Maybe
might
it's
be calling here.
16. It
I was
maybe
gonna say
maybe
that. I
the
think the
Jets
Jets
move
might be
up
calling here.
for Carnell
Jets
Tate.
calling here. Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna have to give up 33.
44, not
You
33.
want to do that right now? We're doing it right now.
I
We're
like
gonna
I
do
we
that
don't
now.
we don't have to.
No,
I'm
we're
okay.
doing it because dude, I was about to say that too. I was gonna say the Jets might be trading up 16, and because they see Carnell Tate, you pair him with Garrett Wilson. I mean, are we kidding me? And obviously, like at 16, you can get Jordan Tyson, you can get a Makai Lemon, but Carnell Tate is obviously widely uh thing as
Yeah, Tyson. I think there's a real world where he could be the best receiver in the draft.
I don't
Um,
think
but
do I
in
put him
that
on
world,
where
he's fully healthy. He's had 3 injuries in his college career, like pretty major injuries. He tore every muscle off of his bone. Um, it's risky, but
Well, you want Tate, right?
yeah, you traded 44, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Carnell Tate.
All
If I'm
right. So now
if this
we,
happened in real life, oh man, your basement's getting fucked up because I am excited.
yeah, I have to try to get home for that. I think it's a weekend, right? Yeah, it's a weekend. I'll probably be able to come home.
No,
It's my
I think
last
it's
bingo.
Thursday.
Uh-oh. If it's not football, I'm definitely coming home. But now we get to the Miami Football Dolphins, who had probably one of the worst off seasons of all time. I mean, you just trade. I mean, they scammed the Broncos. They have 2 first round picks now. Yada yada yada. But you're negative. Like you have $150 million in dead cap now.
They're eating it all now. I don't blame them. This is what the Jets should have done a year ago.
All right, so we're gonna
I don't mind what they're doing there. The Waddle trade. I don't know if I would have traded Waddle, but
no. I
whatever.
think they stick and pick a receiver. I think Jordan Tyson is gonna go here. I don't think they go offensive line because I
They
think
need
that
O line.
they
They
need O
need.
line. But have you seen that wide receiver room?
Yeah,
Malik Washington is wide receiver one.
yeah.
I'm gonna pick Jordan Tyson. Obviously, they can't go wrong with O line. But if Malik Washington, no offense, he's way better than I'll ever be at football. But if Malik Washington is your wide receiver one in the National Football League, you might go 0-17, and Malik Willis is your quarterback.
Oh, you mean 6 game Malik?
That got $30 million, $25 million a year, Malik. Fuck.
Yeah. How can you evaluate a quarterback when that's your receiver room and your O line sucks? How can
You
you
can't.
evaluate him?
That's why they gave him 3 years.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
it's,
Well,
if
we're
it
with
gets if the problem is if it's really fucking ugly, which there's a shot it can be, this
it's
may
going
be
to
a
be.
one and done. Like it very well could happen. Look at Justin Fields. The same thing.
Well,
Look at
Justin Fields had Garrett Wilson for like 5 games.
yeah,
Then he
but
had Brees the entire season. Oh, wait. I mean, they do have Devon Achane.
all right. You want to? Can we have this real quick? Sorry to sidetrack.
All good.
Justin Fields after his stint with the Steelers or Malik Willis.
Justin Fields after his stint with the Steelers because he went 4-0. And he actually did something in that game. Malik Willis had, no offense, this is going to be a shot at Ben, but the Steelers suck. The Steelers are always the Steelers fucking suck. And if you think that they go to the playoffs every year, they get fucking shit on in the first round every year. I'd rather be a Jet and Raider fan and know that my team is gonna be shit or like have the hope that we're gonna be good and end up with a top 5 pick than be in purgatory and lose in the first round every year and have pick 21 every single year and not get better and not get a QB in the first round and always have a 45-year-old Aaron Rodgers or a 42-year-old Russell Wilson or
Hey
who they
man, he's
have.
in his darkness retreat.
Yeah, whatever. He's in a darkness retreat now, and he comes back. Oh, let's throw it to. They have Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf. Perfect. You know who they could have had? They could have had DK Metcalf and George Pickens. You know, George Pickens is probably going to get paid upwards of $40 million next year because of that fucking JSN contract when he has like such a good year again. But think about it: when you're a Steelers fan and you see this team, and that people are like, "Oh, they had the best free agency of all time of this year because they got Jamel Dean and they got Michael Pittman for cheap." Your
Nico
quarterback is
Down.
42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. Not officially, but it's going to happen. And guess what you're going to do? In a loaded AFC North now with a healthy Joe Burrow, a healthy Lamar Jackson, and the Browns are the Browns. It's whatever. But, like, you're not going to do anything. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that the Steelers are going to win more than 10 games this year. And no offense, if Lamar Jackson was healthy this entire year, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. If Joe Burrow was healthy this entire year, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. When it comes down to it, they need to fully tell themselves, we fucking need a rebuild year. We need to just start Mason Rudolph for the entire year and suck. That's how you start a franchise again. Ben Roethlisberger was a great quarterback, but come on, it needs to happen. Sorry to
Yeah.
sidetrack. I can't deal with Ben just in my ear. Steelers, Steelers, Steelers. Oh. Like, would you rather be a Jet or a Steeler fan? Honestly.
Well, here's the thing. I will never, I will blast the Jets when it's deserved, but would I rather like be a fan of a decent team? But no, I would never there I just literally can't picture a world where I'm not a Jet fan. I can't imagine it.
Exactly. And I can't picture a world where I'm not a Raider fan. But realistically, when you become like, let's say, like realistically, right? If you're a Steeler fan, any Steeler fan doesn't have to be like, oh, you're crazy, and you're looking at this, and you have 43-year-old Aaron Rodgers at the helm again. It's not official, but it's going to happen, right? And you see this, and he is the same result every single year. Don't you get tired of it?
Nah.
Like, would you rather have like a 9-8 season, a first round exit, and have pick 21 for like 7 years straight, or would you be sucky, build your team up for like 20 years?
Well, the problem is the Jets, that's the sugar-coated version of what the Jets are doing. The reality is we get these picks, we don't have the right coach in place to develop them, or we just draft outright bust, and then we're in like purgatory of sucking, where the Steelers are in purgatory of like being decent. So yeah, like it's a little
Amen.
prettier over there, but I mean, it leads to the
Same
same
concept.
result as Jets fans, which is
Yeah.
just like, okay, it is what it is. We know what we are.
And we're never gonna get past it. But like, I don't know. I feel like there's more hope in what our franchises are doing, at least now.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem is if like what was it 4 years ago when we had the Sauce, Garrett, Jermaine, and Brees draft, um, I picked them to win like 11 games 2 years after that, and then we all know what happened that night.
Y'all know it.
Yep, you were me, Aiden, and Preston. We were all watching it together. I will never forget that feeling. Aaron Rodgers running out with the flag. The
Oh,
place
you
is
were in my room for
so
that.
fucking loud, dude. I
I need to
literally
find that
had
picture.
I had chills. Oh man! And then he goes down with injury. I'm like, fuck this, man. Fuck this
Shane was in
shit.
my room for that, and I'm not even kidding. That like I don't think I've seen a man that's that upset before.
I cursed you out when you said he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, and guess who was right?
Yeah, you're like, oh, he tore his Achilles. I'm like, nah, he just rolled his ankle.
He's like, all right, back to the draft. We're gonna oh fuck the Cowboys. Honestly, they don't need O line and they don't really need a receiver. Jared McCoy could be in play here, or Sadiq could be in play here. Pair him with Ferguson, a lot of two tight end systems now. I mean, but McCoy, they got rid of Trayvon Diggs. Deron Bland is always fucking hurt, not the same player he used
And
to
he's
be.
ass.
He is awful. So Jared McCoy could be here.
Yeah, Jernod
Maybe
fucking McCoy. I think that would be
Devontae.
a great fucking pick.
Oh, the fucking Rams. The Rams could get Mekhi Lemon here and pair him with Puka and Devontae and have him learn under Devontae for a year when the Devontae's gone after that. I mean, it's not out of the question, but Monroe, if you want to protect Matthew Stafford for a year, you get Monroe feeling.
You get Monroe Freeling. I
Yeah.
think that's the pick because the Rams are going to have to dish out a lot of contracts this offseason, and tackle is a very expensive position. Um,
Especially now
I
that
think if
Linderbaum, yeah. Especially
like
now that Linderbaum got fucking 27.
the Rams are going to be in like cap hell for the next like 3 or 4 years.
I mean,
So
once they
I
get
think they're
Stafford off the books and Devontae off the books, they
yeah,
have to
but
pay.
do you know the financial of Stafford's contract? It's fucking bad.
And guess who they have to pay next offseason?
Puka.
Or this offseason? Uh-oh. All right, you can take this pick over. I don't want to speak on the Donkeys.
The Baltimore Ravens. This has Makai Lemon written all over it, in my opinion. Um, the thing is, Zay Flowers is not a number one guy. Rashad Bateman's like an okay number three, he's a good number three, serviceable too. I maybe
No,
serviceable
he's not
too.
no, he's a three. With all the injuries, he's a three.
But
100%. He's done.
they have to get a guy who can get open for Lamar. The
Yes.
little reclamation project with like DeAndre Hopkins, like that's not going to cut it.
No.
I think the new coaching staff's going to want to bring in a young guy that can get open. And hey, I would love to be a bug on the wall, or I'm sorry, I'd probably hate to be a bug on the wall and listen to Lamar Jackson and Makai Lemon have a conversation. Because wow.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be interesting. We get to the Bucks, and they re-signed K Dotton, right? They re-signed him for a year, which really 1 year player deals either mean we don't really have a lot of faith in you, or it's a perfect deal. For K Dotton, it's they don't have a lot of faith, aka they're drafting someone in this year's draft, aka Kenyon Sadiq. Like this just seems like because if they really wanted like a tight end and they didn't want to draft a tight end, they would have gave Kate on a 2 year deal, or they would have went out and signed Kyle Pitts or made a push for Kyle Pitts, right? Or they would have told like, okay, we're gonna but they didn't. So I think this is like, all right, we're gonna take Kenneth Sadiq, who is a freak athlete.
But could never get the production right.
Well,
How
that's nothing. Baker Mayfield hopefully will unlock that, but like at
yeah,
pick, we'll
I
see.
think
I think
Sadiq's a lot more unpolished
yeah,
than people may
but I
think.
think like they already have a settled line. They don't really need a safety. They don't really need an edge rusher. I mean, this just seems like a value pick, like what Brock Bowers was. We didn't really need a tight end. We had Michael Mayer the year before, and then
They
Brock
could
Bowers
use
the
an
year
edge
before.
rusher. The the Hassan Reddick experiment that's
Didn't they
didn't
draft
work.
someone last year? Do you want to take an edge rusher or you want to take Sadiq?
I would honestly go edge rusher.
All right, we're taking full. Oh, wait, nah, I look, you take Mesidor.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna say. I think
Yeah,
Akeem Mesidor is gonna go here. I think
he's
he's
gonna
gonna go
go.
a lot earlier than people think, in all honesty. Because
It's
I
just,
think Mesidor right away, like stepping foot on if he had to play a game tomorrow, I Mesidor is one of the first edge rushers I would take.
the only thing is the reason why he's falling is because he's 25, turning 26.
Yeah, he's a little older. His athleticism is nothing out of this world either. But you look at Ruben Baines tape and you're like, who's the other guy? And that's Akeem Mesidor.
Cincinnati Bengals are up again.
I know who
This
I
is.
want.
I was gonna say Thieneman.
Yeah, I think Dylan Tiedemann could be the pick. Um, who do we have them take?
The Bengals.
Last mock draft, do you remember?
They had them taking Mansour Lane when he fell.
Yeah, I could see that. Or Spencer Fano, I would not be shocked if he goes here because Joe Burrow, man, he,
They got Cody Ford though.
Joe Burrow gets his ass kicked. His defense sucks. But hey,
They got T
he
Higgins and Jamar
he got his boy T Higgins back. But I mean, the front office
They
didn't
just
help.
wanted a Higgins on the team. Like, come on.
The front office didn't help by drafting a edge rusher that had 4 sacks in his college career last year.
We're gonna Detroit. Uh, they Fanu could be in play here. Vega could be in play here. Falk could be in play here. But Fanu, I think, is more of a value. I mean, he fell this round, this far already. Why not just take him? They do need to protect Jared Goff at all costs because it's one bad hit and not happening, not come back. They don't really need a tight end. They have Laporta. They don't need a receiver. I mean, they have Hutch. They did lose that old head, that edge rusher that I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name.
Al Qadim Muhammad.
Exactly, there it is. But I think that it comes more of a, okay, Fanu, we can get an edge rusher in the second round.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would probably say either Fano. Um, if I was a betting man, and if I had to like just if I heard a team and I had to like pin a player to him, I would probably say Vega Owane or however the fuck you pronounce his name. Um, yeah,
I'm
but
sorry, Nick, this Jared Goff sucks.
yeah, who's up now?
We got the Vikings up, which they have a 5'3" quarterback, Kyler Murray, at the helm. Or nine. What a QB battle going on over there. I would hate to be a Vikings fan right now. I would hate to be Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, this I'm gonna make a pick here that's not very sexy.
Hear it.
I think Caden Proctor is the pick here because I think they're going to play him at guard.
Him or
And that's
Lamu.
like I think Caleb Proctor.
There it is.
Because Caden Proctor, they're probably going to play him at guard, but he can play tackle if needed. That O line's been fucked up the last the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Now give Kyler some protection, um, and just hope he doesn't run into a defender like he likes doing.
Hopefully you can see over the offensive line, huh?
Oh man,
God, it's like, come on, bro. You're a quarterback. He's got, like, you're nationally quarterback. He should have played. He should have went back to baseball, honestly. Athletics reason. We get to the Carolina Panthers. I mean, Sadiq wouldn't be a bad pick, but they don't really have it. Their tight end was who? Is that rookie,
what
right?
team?
The Panthers.
Tommy Tremble.
That oh. So Sadiq, welcome to the Carolina Panthers. I mean, they could take Vega to protect Bryce Young, but give Bryce Young as much
They
weapons as
could
you
take
can.
Keldrick Falk and actually round out their defense.
They could.
Jalen Phillips, Keldrick Falk, and
Derek
what's his
Brown.
name? Devin Lloyd, Derek Brown. That J.C. Horn. That's a legit defense. All of a
Yeah,
sudden,
but on the offensive side, you have Tet, and
you
that's
have
it.
Tet. What's his name? Xavier
No,
Leggett.
no.
Leggett's solid. He's
Dude,
not
that
bad.
experiment is over.
Was he worth the pick? Probably
No,
not. But
it's over. I think Sadiq is the pick only because the more weapons you give 5'9" Bryce Young, the better. Because we're both believers in Bryce
he's
Young.
sitting here for the slander.
No, I like Bryce Young too, but you need to give this kid weapons. And you can't be just throwing it to Tet the entire game and hoping everything. You can't be just handing it off to Chuba Hubbard every game. You need to give him someone else. And to
Yeah.
giving him one of the freakiest athletes that we've seen in a while that could turn into one of the best prospects if in this draft and as a whole. I mean,
Yeah, but
I know.
the thing is, the Panthers may be scared because if you don't get production out of Sadiq, they're damned because now you're
I
not getting
know.
production out of how many first round pass catchers? It could get
I
scary over there
I mean,
quick
I
if
don't know.
the
I think
feels
you want to take Sadiq or you want to take Falk.
um I want to take Falk, man.
Okay, we're taking Falk. Oh fuck yeah,
Who
Dallas
we
Cowboys. Who do we have them take? We have them taking that corner, right? Yeah.
Jerome
Uh,
McCoy.
yeah. I mean, maybe a trade down, maybe a Sadiq here, just because of value running a two tight end system. Uh,
Real
do they
quick,
really?
go to linebacker. Who did they get in the offseason?
No one.
Really?
They re-signed George Pickens.
I would say CJ Allen in that case.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, they got. Yeah, they didn't get shit.
they
Oh, they
I
got Rashawn Gary,
yeah, he's an outside backer. Dude,
C.J. Allen.
CJ Allen, Rashawn Gary, Quinnen Williams, the defense is starting to and Janai McCoy, now the defense is starting to get put together a little bit. If I was a Cowboy fan, I'd be so happy with that pick. He will step in day one and be phenomenal against the run. And immediately that raises the floor of your defense, which I think the Cowboys are looking for. All right.
I mean, yeah, but it's the Cowboys, so they'll still fuck it up. They will. um, but so we get back to the Steelers. Well, we didn't. We don't get back to the Steelers. We're at the Steelers. Pick 21, like they're always at. Uh, I could see an Omar Cooper Jr. going here. Oh wait, no, never mind. What am I talking about? They just got Pittman. Uh, they
Vegawane.
have they what? Yeah, Vega.
Vegawane is the
Yeah,
pick.
sorry. Vega. They need to protect 45-year-old Aaron Rodgers anyway. Sadiq, I just want Sadiq to get taken at this point, but I don't want him to go to the fucking Chargers or the Eagles. But this is probably where he would end up going if he doesn't get taken by the Bucks at 15. I mean, you look at the Chargers tight end room, and it's I don't even know. Let's see, Chargers. Let's see who the Chargers tight end room is. They have They signed Charlie Kohler to a 3. Oh, he's a blocker. Okay, just 3-year
Charlie
contract. I
Collar's
think.
a solid tight end, man. He's solid.
Do you think he's solid enough to pass over Kenny Sadiq at 22?
Do they view so I think this pick is Caleb Lamu for the
Okay.
fact of they may play him at guard, um,
Okay.
which would be kind of smart. Joe Alt coming off injury, Rashawn
Yeah, that's the
Slater.
only reason why I was gonna say they have all, and they also have
Slater.
actually no, their offensive line sucked.
Yeah, all the guys are banged up. May want to beef them up.
That is true. Ah, fuck. Fuck.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. We don't even have to talk about it.
It's gonna happen. Yo, he is built like Jalen Hurts.
He
He
is.
looks he's he's like a little stockier Jalen Hurts.
He
All right, what
is.
pick we at?
This could be Omar Cooper Jr. We had them taking Francis Malgo in the first pick they had. They do need wide receiver help to help. What's his name? It could be Omar Cooper Jr. This could be any of the 3 guys you see on the screen.
Denzel Boston.
It could be Denzel Boston. You could actually no, they don't really need a
Did we
corner.
take
It
Jordan
could
Tyson yet? We had to.
yes.
Where'd he
Yes.
go?
Jordan Tyson's been gone. I think he went to pick after you, Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
This could be Omar Cooper Jr. This could be Denzel Boston. This could be Emmanuel McNeil Warren, but I think Omar Cooper Jr. is the pick. Fuck, because I really wanted the Raiders to get him in the second round. That's not going to happen. Pray to God it really, but does, but it's not. Omar Cooper Jr. is a really, really good wide receiver. He's a go and get it guy up at the ball. He will fundamentally sound. I mean,
Solid route runner too.
solid route runner, big guy. I mean, big guy. Sorry, we're gonna take Omar Cooper Jr. here. Oh my God, our boy Peter Woods,
Who was picking?
Chicago, Chicago.
Chicago. Peter Woods, baby. Tank for Peter Woods.
Thank for Peter Woods. Fuck Chicago. The Buffalo Bills. Oh,
Avion
oh,
Terrell.
yeah. I mean, you saw who they re-signed today?
Who?
DeMar Hamlin. The San Francisco 49ers. All right, so we get here, and you have they're gonna sign
I
Bosa.
already know who I'm picking.
Three, 2, 1.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Thank you. Okay. Because I was about to say they're gonna re-sign. They're gonna sign that Bosa brother, and they're gonna have the Bosa brothers, and there's no way they aren't gonna put them on the field at the same time. Houston. All right. So Houston, you saw what the fuck happened to what's his name in the playoffs, CJ
CJ
Stroud.
Stroud.
You don't need edge rushers. You don't need receivers. You really don't need a lot of defensive line. But when you say like, oh, they signed Daniil Hunter to a 1-year $40.1 million. Oh, and they have
Yo,
other
his
receiver
agent needs to go in the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
What a contract.
But when you say this, you don't really talk about the interior defensive line. And I feel like Caden McDonald could benefit. You don't really need a lot of production of him, but it's going to take a lot of pressure off the rookie when they have to worry about the 2 biggest edge rushers in the league coming off both your edges. But I think D'Amico Ryans is staring at this pick like, okay, we can go Blake Miller or we can go Caden McDonald, and I don't think honestly, maybe Caleb Banks, but Caleb Banks did break his foot I'm sorry, like that's really sad. But he did break his foot. Otherwise, he'd be going here. But I honestly don't see a world where Kenny McDonald doesn't go here. I think Ryan is licking his chops right now.
Yeah, Caden McDonald, you know what you're getting with him. Big fat guy. He's literally just in. He's just in to stop the run. Don't expect any juice out of him pass rushing. You know what he is. He's a run
Yeah,
stuffer.
he's just there to block the run, which they do need. They don't. Their run game was really, really bad last year. I mean, we saw that. Like this only because I don't really watch a lot of Texans games, but Ashton Genty broke that big run when he was stopped at the line of scrimmage for that
Yeah,
60
but
yard
dude,
run.
their defense was phenomenal throughout the stretch.
Yeah,
But I,
because
I think I still think like that pick. I like
yeah.
Caden McDonald.
So we get to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yay. Sorry, excuse me. And now we get to the point where who we had them taking in the first.
Ruben Bain.
So TJ Parker's here, not going to happen. Blake
All right,
Miller,
you ready? You ready? Three, two, one.
Denzel
Denzel.
Boston. Okay, yeah, same wavelength.
Yeah.
If that happens, they won the draft.
Oh,
Do you
I don't know about
do
that.
you
I'm
want to do
still
it?
taking my Jets in this one.
Do you want to do it?
No,
Okay.
no, way too rich.
Uh, so we get to Miami, who we had them taking Jordan Tyson already. They really could use everything. They could use another receiver if they really wanted to. But TJ Parker is sitting here. They lose Jalen Phillips last year. They traded
Right?
to the Eagles. Take him.
Mhm.
See, look at that same wavelength. We're flying
Sorry,
now.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just meant like I agreed.
Yeah, no, we're flying. I was. All right, we get to fucking Patriots. They're moving fucking Will Campbell to guard. It's happening. I'm sorry. He cannot play tackle in National League. He's going to get fried every single time. Every single time. Blake Miller could be a pick here. Casey Conception could also be a pick here. They didn't. Oh wait, no, they signed Romeo Doubs. What am I talking about? I mean, yeah,
They
they
still
could.
could draft a
They
receiver. They
still
need
could.
more than one.
Cassius Howe could also be a pick. I mean, Ty Simpson's the only one that's not going to go in this top four. So I'm going to leave it up to you since it's your division. I'm going to,
Yeah,
you know,
I think Blake Miller would make a lot of sense. Um, get another tackle in the room. He could play that right tackle if you really love Will Campbell at left tackle. If Will Campbell isn't performing, you put Caleb, you put Blake Miller at tackle, and you slide Will Campbell over to guard, and
yes, you do.
your O line, the floor is raised a little bit. It's not a needle moving move,
No, it's
no
not.
pun
You're not
intended,
going to
but
have a needle, you know. But now we get to uh the reigning champ Seattle, who gave JSN that record breaking contract. Deserved. But holy, that's a lot of fucking money. So with pick 32, uh, you could see an edge rusher going here. I
yep.
would honestly, Caleb Banks might go here because I don't know if you saw Leonard Williams is their D tackle. He is retiring after this year. He said,
Yeah, I think Cassius Howell
"Yeah,
would make a hell of a lot of sense. He's a pure pass rusher. He's not very good against the run. But hell, man, against the pass, he will step in and be an immediate impact pass rusher. He has a good bag.
pick 33."
Jets, if you're a Jets fan, you're sitting here looking at the board. This is best case scenario because there's a lot of Jets fans that want to double up at receiver. Um, big big portion of the fan base wants the team to double up at receiver, and having Casey Concepcion on the board is nice for that. But there's also like the Ty Simpson rumors. Uh, I I wouldn't take him at pick 33. I would only take him at 44. If the Jets take him, hell man, I'm rooting for him. I just don't see that happening. Caleb Banks would make so much sense.
Well,
Uh,
you got to realize you don't have pick 44. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I understand. Caleb Banks would make a ton of sense. Colton Hood is a phenomenal player. Scroll down a few more. I want to see these names here. Because just about all of these, literally every single guy except for a Hennecore, you can make a case for going here. But if you scroll back up, the guy who I want them to go with, uh, I don't know if this is a hot take here, but you just sat through a season where you had two guys acquired after the Sauce Guard. You had a guy acquired from Philadelphia after trading on Michael Carter Jr. and John Mechie, who played as your number one wide receiver. And then you traded Sauce Gardner for Adonai Mitchell, who ended up being one of your number one receivers last year. You didn't have a receiver finish over 600 yards. You have Garrett Wilson coming back from injury. You have Carnell Tate. Now you're going to have KC Concepcion too. I like that. I think because the way I'm sitting here now is if you're a quarterback next year, dude, what other team would you like? Out of all the shitty teams, we would be the best possible scenario for a quarterback. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson. Oh, first of all, a good offensive line. No one's going to argue on that. The Jets have a good offensive line. Armand Membu, Olu Fashanu. You got
Pittman.
you got Joe Tippmann. Josh Myers is fine. What's his name is solid.
Van Roten.
Parham is solid. He's better. He was better than Simpson. But yeah, now you have three legit receivers, and like, man, the march for Arch when Aaron Glenn gets fired is going to go crazy. But if the draft broke this way, I would sit here after the draft and say the Jets could be like a 8-win team.
Yeah, but you don't have a quarterback.
Geno's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he had fucking Pete Carroll, and he didn't have Brock Bowers the whole year.
I don't give
He
a
had
shit.
Ashton Genty, who was too worried about his stance. He had a horrible
No,
offensive line.
that was Chip Kelly. All Chip Kelly. I don't think
Exactly,
Kelly.
you're adding to it. He had Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll. Like, what the fuck do you want Geno to
All
do?
right, so we're on to the Cardinals because they're taking Ty Simpson if he's there at 33, and you know it. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I think this would be a good pick for Arizona.
Oh, you think Ty Simpson going now?
Yeah.
Dude, I was saying if Ty Simpson's there at 33, he's going to be a Jet.
Oh,
He just had a private workout with the Jets. You understand that, right?
okay. You know how many guys can have a private fucking workout with the Jets? 30.
Zach Wilson all over again.
You know who the Jets also had a private workout with? Drew Aller.
Oh.
Like it doesn't mean anything.
And this is pick number 2. Ty, if I'm not home, Shane's gonna call me. I'm gonna fucking do it.
If we take Ty Simpson at pick 2, I'm going to kill myself.
We're on to the Tennessee Titans now, and I mean, Zion. Who do we have them taking? David Bailey.
Titans.
Oh,
We
Jeremiah
take
Love. I think Zion Young might be
Caleb
going here. Caleb
Banks.
Banks might be going here. I think, Caleb Banks he might be. I think he's going to be ready by training camp, right?
He'll be fine.
Yeah. So I think Robert Sala's licking his chops right now.
Yeah, that would be a nice pair him with Jeffrey Simmons. Man, that's a good front.
All right. So we get to my boy.
Such an
Rams.
obvious pick here, but I want to hear what you have to say.
So in every single mock draft, I have them taking Brandon. This is not what's going to happen. You re-signed Eric Stokes. You have Darian Porter, but Colton Hood,
Too good to pass up.
he is really fucking good, and you do need a cornerback one. But I could also, I'm not gonna stick and pick here, dude. So I have the Raiders trading down
That's so lame, man.
only because right here you have Chris Bell for Jeremy.
Oh, oh.
But
Jeremy
I could.
Kennard
Yeah,
all day
I'm
over
going
Chris
to
Paul.
stick and pick. I'm going to stick and pick, but it's not going to be Colton Hood because John Spytek, and I know how he's going to think. You just re-signed Eric Stokes. You have Darian Porter. You brought in Teron Johnson.
Who?
Darren Porter was a 6'4" cornerback that ran like a 4.340.
Yeah, and he's ass.
No, he was decent
Colton
last
Hood
year.
will step in and be better than him day
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. But you also re-signed Teron Johnson. You also got Teron Johnson. Look, it's a work in progress. I wouldn't be surprised if Colton Hood's getting taken here, but your offensive line fucking sucks. You have fucking actually, you have Linderbaum, you have JPJ, and you have Colton Miller. Other than that, you have Caleb Rogers at guard. Sure, he's an what if you don't have a right tackle right now. You could get Max. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a Max. I wouldn't be surprised if they took Colton Hood.
Wait, who?
Max.
What's his last name?
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. E. Hennecore. Sure, fuck it. Uh, but
The tackle.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade down. That's more of a Raider thing to do. We always trade down. But I'm gonna stick and pick here and make Shane happy. We're gonna take Colton Hood. Let's make Shane a little bit happy today.
dude, that
We
would
get to the
be a
New York football.
fun pick. You can't sit here
I'm
and
not
say
saying
like,
that, but like when you think of it, like for the Raiders, you're not going to be good next year. You're going to need a position of need more than a position of want.
no,
Colton
no,
Hood,
that's
I would love it. I would love the pick,
you
and he's
don't
going to
just
be.
say, "Oh, we need this. Let's take this." Like that's how Mackay
But like
Becton
when
did
it's
that.
there, like if a Max is there, I wouldn't be surprised if we take him. I wouldn't
That's
be.
how Xavier Leggett happens. You don't
Leggett
just
is
say like,
stupid. Leggett, they
"Oh,
only
we
took him
need."
because he's from fucking Carolina. That's one reason why they took him.
You don't
He was a
say, "Oh,
receiver.
we need this. Let's do it." It has to fit with what
That's
your team,
yeah.
how your team evaluates players. And Colton Hood, I think, could be a first rounder.
So
Who's
we get
picking?
to the Giants, and they took Caleb Downs.
Yeah, we'll cap it here. This will be the
Yeah,
last.
fuck the Giants. So we're gonna give them Drew Aller. No, I'm joking. But honestly, like if you want to protect uh Jackson Dart, I wouldn't be opposed to a max, but they kind of do need corners because Deontay Banks is abysmal.
Cisse would be
Yeah,
solid.
fucking yeah. Every Giant fan that I've talked to is, you know, done with fucking Deontay Banks, and from watching Giants games too. Jesus Christ, the banks are closed on Sunday. No, they're
Oh
wide fucking
man,
open. They are wide open. Take all the money. You can rob it, and they wouldn't give a shit. But yeah, that's welcome. That was our welcome back episode. We've been busy, obviously. College athlete. I had practice a lot. I had meetings. I have class. Shane has class. He has work, and just got off spring break. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. That is episode 14 of the books. We're gonna have another one next week, maybe this weekend. We'll talk. We're gonna try
yeah,
to get Preston. He's been MIA because he's a chud. He's been listening to the New Beginnings and the Tum Tum Sahur edits on TikTok with all the he tore his ACL for the Warriors. But yeah, I think that's a good reason to cap it off. Thanks for watching. I'm Aiden. This is Shane. You're
thank you
watching the
guys.
Jump.